Master. Clebali suo me koyo ake Sktv benyo. Se ma cheni tina ke ase ma jamu. Enji sano muni emu aye yo. Enyi lova mui emu aye yo.
Sktv the best in Liberia. Sktv the best in Africa. Sktv the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
And I didn't ya to money, and I sang ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I sang ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I forget it now ya to money. That's the TV, and I forget it now. Cause you work on my ya to money. Yeah.
Sktv the best in Liberia. Sktv the best in Africa. Sktv the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talk about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and out of the globe. Qualified people who will themselves. That's the time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we're giving are real and the premise my best. To work with my life without again. From grandfather Nimba to Lufa. From River Pass, River G to G-Day. From Vancouver, Bombay, Cape Mount, Monserrat, San Tobacco. From Maryland, Bronx down to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv the best in Liberia. Sktv the best in Africa.
Right? That the evidence, the plastic cups and the stuff they use to transport the gasoline. They wasted the gasoline on in the building, they lighted, then they took the cups, they ran outside, and they threw them in the yard. So they say they found the evidence outside of the vicinity. That doesn't make sense, right? Finally, it's a hodgepodge of recordings unrelated. Okay, there's no direct evidence of relationship to the fire. Abu Kamara, Jacob Debbie are colleagues of mine, and we will talk almost every day to matters that pertain to legislative business. During that time, also remember, the legislature was tense. Okay, the legislature was tense. So to take a recording where I'm at the president house and say that's evidence of fire, I mean, I was truly disappointed today. The good thing is they didn't take as many bathroom breaks, but the evidence is just as good.
So from on
it doesn't make sense. It's probably not legal.
What are the
There are a number of things that happen today. First, the prosecution tried to avoid the fact that the police was in charge of the building at all times relevant to this conspiracy and this action. So you will be unable to avoid a trial of this matter, bringing the police in as co-conspirators, if indeed action occurred. The second surprising thing is the state witness testified, right, that the evidence, the plastic cups and the stuff they use to transport the gasoline. They wasted the gasoline on in the building, they lighted, then they took the cups, they ran outside, and they threw them in the yard. So they say they found the evidence outside of the vicinity. That doesn't make sense, right? Finally, it's a hodgepodge of recordings unrelated. Okay, there's no direct evidence of relationship to the fire. Abu Kamara, Jacob Debbie are colleagues of mine, and we will talk almost every day to matters that pertain to legislative business. During that time, also remember, the legislature was tense. Okay, the legislation was tense. So to take a recording where I'm at the president house and say that's evidence I was fine, I mean, I was truly disappointed today. The good thing is they didn't take as many bathroom breaks, but the evidence is just as good.
So
Well, so that's some of the highlights coming from the Temple of Justice, especially on yesterday. Was that yesterday? Yes, yesterday, Thursday. From the happening. Yes, from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday up to Friday, which of course the case now been transferred to the Criminal Court A for for their court to look into the situation, to look into the things happening there. So, folks, yes, indeed, we got to start up with a little slow. Man. Yeah, man, what kind of people is today is Saturday, though, so don't get it twisted. What a way. What a way to go and say the pleasant good evening, folks. 7 minutes, down six. That's the time check. Good evening to all of you out there, travel listeners, our followers, or those of you that are always burning your batteries and all of your data and making sure that you follow us. It's not easy, when you put your television on, you go and say, let me watch something good. You go log. But by the time you put your television to watch news and you see so many things happening, and then you don't even know now what kind of life now you have to live. But again, we're good to go. Steve will soon be here. Yeah, today is Saturday. I expect Steve, Mr. Kane, Brother Ali Masale, and all the rest of the team, the other guys too from Bon County. They may likely join us today. Let me see what I even send a link to them. Yes, our team there also from Bon County. They have given me some light that indeed they are prepared to join us today on this show. But again, it's interesting. The world news, what happened in between Israel and Iran, and it's not easy. Then again, in the U.S., those of you that are in the U.S., we expect some of you to give us some of the latest updates. With the information coming out that one other lawmaker was quote unquote, or in fact, attack and shoot dead, according to unconfirmed report informations coming up from that end that have been following through the international cable. It's not easy. That's why when you hear all now, we're dropping our tone on, that it's not easy. People in playing, doing something, playing happy. The war now is not easy though. The war is just stressful. That's the fact. I don't know about you, but this war now with ours is stressful now. So that's why when we come here and tell our leaders that right now as we speak, think about plan B. Think about what's going to happen next, even when there are no food, because we rather look like refugee. Let me tell some of you, maybe you don't even know. Liberia is still living a refugee life where people have to send food. Got to send food for you. Oh, God. Yeah, man. People have to send the first major thing in their life is food. Let me tell some of you, maybe you don't even know. It's food. If you have food, that means you can go for the next 4, 5 years, 10 years, even when there are issues. Your people will still be able to survive. They will be eating. They will be having this. That's it. But food is important. But are we not refugee? We are refugee because a lot of people are feeding you. You are not able to feed yourself. Most definitely, you are a refugee. And we don't know. It's not we told that refugee. Hey, man. Some of you don't get problem. So, people, let me recognize a few of you. I think Brother Ali Masale setting up behind the same I'm seeing. So, please, let's share the show, people. Those of you who just joining us, let's share the show. Indeed, we are refugee. Say, maybe say, me, I'm worried now because the way things going on around the world, I'm worried. Even if you get food, if we not buy rice, every time they got to import rice. How many tons of rice they send to Liberia? The government and the president passed executive order that rice and there should be no tax. That's what we're talking about. I thought executive orders supposed to be on farm. How many farms we have? How many rice production are we doing? When you talking about the kind of executive order, then we say, yeah. Why you go put executive order on people? Oh, God. Yeah, man. Oh, Father, help us. It's serious. So some of you, let me reckon Robert Fasulu Jacqueline, my dear brother. Good evening to you. James David, good evening to you. Yeah, my man James David, you can give me updates. Even though I'm watching the BBC and CNN to find out so some of the news, but actually it's terrible. King asked for right. Yes, indeed. Live for Fana, Tavius, Pachu, all of you. Let me say the pleasant good evening to all of you. Good afternoon, good morning, based on your location. But we are refugee. We are refugee in our own country. That's the how many years now been refugee? So when the people brought the war, they say, no, sorry. So when the people brought that rest riot, what they say, in fact, the rest was expensive. Can you imagine? So that means we've been refugee in the country for a very long time. Oh God. So that's the thing though, we are refugee. We're not able to feed ourselves. And the war is getting stressful. Yeah, man. Look.
Why you won't tell me? Why you won't tell me? Why you won't tell me?
Oh, my young man, why you won't tell me? We are refugee. We are not able to feed ourselves.
That my musician there, my best musician in the country.
Oh, I think I got to write some song for him.
My man,
I got to make some songs.
Like, my man,
we are refugee. No, tell me about. Chairman, tell me, as you pass through you.
Tell that I'm a musician. Me.
Yeah, because Chairman, we need to do some songs maybe that will make our leaders to be serious. Because if they are not serious, because if they are serious, then by now, say 1970, those of you who have those records of riot and so forth. So that means we've been refugee in our own country.
My man, ain't the tuning guy in trouble? Tuning spots in trouble. Lead out a story, I beg you. You think you better?
Oh,
tell it about my musician.
Look, don't count to my chairman. You see that the problem with some of you. You won't talk to my chairman like that, I will not take it. Yo, tuning spots. And that kind of what will be that? You see?
No, that means I'm talking to me and I get a conversation. The man just spacing on you. Are you the man spacing on?
Oh, so chairman, chairman. So chairman is not acting like who somebody did the not trust.
No, that is man, Sonny. Not me, baby, man, Sonny. Don't go down.
Chairman, somebody made me laugh. The point say instead of Donald Trump calling for peace in the Middle East, in there you talking about your who in Iran, your play move for that. No, already they were. I laugh. The point is just say that peace be. That's what you're doing. For you to tell Tony Sparks that, oh no, Tony Sparks, we don't do that. Then you are now telling Tony Sparks that, you know me, Tony Sparks, that may boy talking to easy. And we go, my young man. What's up, my brother? Everything.
My man, I said 10 that I'm a musician. But anyway, folks, let's share the show. Today, you don't want to miss the show. Let me say this. Today, you don't want, if you've been missing the show, today you don't want to miss the show. The show will be heartless pack block. Don't check.
3%. I know.
My man, I say the show will be hot. We're not giving them no hint. Folks, let's share the show, please. Good morning to everyone from my end. Good afternoon. Melbourne, the only person that know my location last night was you.
No, you don't, Chairman. But I don't know every day, Chairman. I gotta know.
And I know my information is safe because
100%.
Because I know for a fact last night the chilling was too big. Yeah, last night was chilling big. I want to drop one picture and I walk away. I want too much noise. But the chilling last night, the chilling last night was too big, folks. We had some deep chilling last night. Unemebo know what's going on. Last night I was going from country to country.
The man was doing cheering tour. They were They your chairman. The one was ready for him. Then you can be begging for him. The chairman of ours was doing a tour on cheering. We're gonna laugh with that, chairman. Seriously, going on this ball or a cheering business. But anyway, that's it. Aliu, what happened? Is that the weather or what?
Mailboy Steven, good afternoon from my end. What's up?
My man, what's good? My man, last night, I'm gonna lie to you, Aliu Masale.
Yeah.
Last night, the what Donald Trump can say, I was chilling bigly. Yeah. My man, I chilled out for a long time. I showed Melbourne part of the chilling that he jacked. The chilling like,
So that good to chill, my man.
My man, listen, last night I was on ice.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But they were reacting.
Melbourne. I told Melbourne, I said, Melbourne, I will prove it to you that people. He told me.
Maybe that Digo.
Did I say? The Digo said, he said, I wish I was dead now, chairman. I wish I was chairman.
Unless you say you open Digo.
No, the men are open groom. I beg you, open groom. But folks, let's share the show now. My people, let's share the show. Some serious thing happening.
Yeah.
In the country
Quick.
Let's share the show. Let me say this to everybody. Today's a good day. Again, thanks to all of you for this the birthday wishes, the calls, the text messages, the post. Thank you so much. For those of you who haven't reached out to yet, I will. I just been too busy and overwhelmed with the love, the support. Yeah, too much. But can you imagine people that in different parties that are criticizing, they reach out to me, brother. So the love is real. The love is real. But I can say that the original to me does not mean I will not criticize a political leader or a political party.
But they probably what we always say, yeah, that's just the fact, as I said it last time, even in the village, any child that can say the truth, they say that child rule, that first kid child. These people know we are saying the fight, but they will take it on the other way because they want us to praise him. So it happened. And just as you said, by somebody reaching out, it cannot silence you.
No. We don't want to want chew gum. Oh yeah. We're gonna be walking be chewing gum. I beg you, yeah. That means we'll check on our level. I will stay dirty your political party, your political leader. Me. I will stay good. Oh yes, I will. I ain't even checking. But folks, let's share the show now. Let's share the show, please. If you can, let's share the show. I'm begging you, let's share the show. Like I said, lots of good information, a lot of things to talk about. Folks, let's share the show. Melbourne, as always, the Liberian people are the most important people on earth. The Liberian women are the most beautiful women on earth. Today, for the past few days, the country or the world has been in problems, such as Israel and Iran at war as we speak. Interestingly, I saw some Facebook posts for some people. Interestingly, it's very interesting, Melbourne. It's very, very interesting. How I see some people saying, a Bible prophecy, and the end coming, and all of that. Well, let me say this to those of you who are Christians. If you think the end coming or whatever it is, please go say all your things and say your horse or whatever it is. Say everything and just be waiting on the end to come. But I can say this to you. If Israel go and pick force on Iran should respond. Yes. Iran not living their own God. Israel not living their own God. And we're not having no prayer meeting, no prayer for Israel or whatever. Israel, the first person to attack, Iran will respond. It is what it is. The world that we live in, that what it is about. You look for people, you create drama, you create noise, somebody will retaliate. And I say this to say this is humanity. That's how we are as humans. The only place I see among us, especially Liberians, is somebody do wrong to you. Imagine you are nice to someone, Melbourne. You are very good to them. They go and do wrong or betray you or hurt you. And you decide to retaliate. Then they say, you bad person because you decide to retaliate. Let me say this to you. And then a couple things will make me, I will not enter heaven. Maybe that couple things will make me, I will not go heaven. Such as this, you mess around with me, I will mess around with you. Let me be clear. I don't go behind the wall to discuss. I don't do forgive. I don't do, just forget it. I'm not part of that crap. I'm not part of that foolishness. Especially if I've been good to you. If I've been nice to you. If I've been clear to you, if I've been helpful and been graceful to you. You decide to play me, or you decide to hurt my feelings or do something, or I will hurt your feelings. I will hurt your feelings 10 times proportionally, or even worse. You know why I will do that? Because somebody got to teach you a lesson. I don't fool around. I don't play around with that. I don't do let forgive, let forget, let bygone be bygone. No, I'm not part of that. The day we get to heaven, we will decide that who to forgive, who not to forgive. On earth, you do me, I will do you. You woman or you man, I will show you who I am. It is what it is. If you don't want me to do anything or you don't want me to retaliate, don't cross lines. Don't do certain things. Because you do certain things, I will retaliate. Lastly, this morning we woke up to the news of an attack in Minnesota. I think a senator, I think another lawmaker. Was it 2 senators or 1 senator? I didn't even follow the news.
I just saw lawmakers and his wife, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know whether they are representatives or senators. Yeah.
Got attacked. So it's a very tragic situation. Now, the truth be told, these are some of the consequences when you make decisions. You can be in a country where you claim everybody should have rights. So everybody passing around with gun. Everybody passing around with gun. When it comes to the time where you say, let's do gun law, they say no. Everybody get read at the 5th Amendment and the 2nd Amendment. Well, if everybody passing around with gun, even bad people get gun. People who got problem in the head get gun. So what you expect? To the point that Melbourne, the America that we in, you arguing with someone, you go left, the person can take gun and shoot you. So that's where we are, bro. That is where we are, and that's what's going on. So maybe I tell you, I don't know what you say, and I don't know what's going on.
I think, Steve, I think they are senator or one Hamilton in the comment section said a senator. Yeah.
Yes, indeed, my brother Aliu. Actually, that news for some of us, that believe in the U.S. so much, especially when it comes to democracy, to hear the kind of news that indeed a representative or a female representative and that a male senator was shot dead, allegedly, or unconfirmed reports. But even though I'm following the BBC right now, that's what I'm seeing here that indeed, yes, indeed, there are Democratic state politicians and husband shot dead in targeted attack, Minnesota officials said. So that's the news coming from Minnesota. Those of you that are in the U.S., yes, indeed. I don't know, but Ali, I think that chip in on that.
Yeah, I see here it is a female representative and a male senator, something like that. And master, I just saw something just 2 minutes ago. A Liberian that came here at the age of 2 years. He's about to be deported. Yes, this is what I always say. In this country, we that get children here, we have to talk to them because anything you do in this country, my brother, it go on your record. I think at the age of 16, he was involved in setting and say burglary and what have you. And people with this record, they are trying to get rid of anybody that get any criminal record, anything here. He murdered boy here at the age of 2 years. And today he's to be deported. He even behind by now. You see?
Yeah, so I think my question to you and Steve pertaining to this terrible information coming from the US, because mind you, this speak volume that a lawmaker, certain lawmaker will be killed, allegedly that or maybe unconfirmed that shoot dead and so forth. What that really say to the people in the US and the world at large? What say you and Steve?
My brother, America, this is a country, yeah, as Steve was talking, like in Liberia, you will say, oh, I carry Melbourne to medicine man, I go and do this. Here, there is nothing a medicine man baby. You have to be very careful how you do things in this country. Just imagine, at the age of 18 years, you can walk in the store and buy a gun. But even at the age of 18 years, you don't go to club. Unless at the age of 21 years, you go to club, you show your ID, you enter, you see the system. So as Steve was saying, even crazy people in the street, then they get gun for self-defense. So you have to be very careful. You don't go in people's ways. And other people are here, that's their own source of income. Some of them, they just understand by whenever somebody hurt you, you get to them, they gun down there for you. So these are some of the things we see happening in the country. That's why when you stay in your lane, don't go in somebody's lane. What not concern you, don't go into it. The large policing we can do in Liberia, all the people mob into people's businesses that doesn't concern them. You don't do that here. So, but may that so rest in peace. But that is it. That's the country we in. Self-defense. Everybody, make sure you get your gun whatsoever you think you can defend and protect yourself when you're in your house. And what have you? You just have to stay away. When you're doing anything, be careful what you do in this country. Yes.
Steve, what say you with the war now being stressful like that? Instead of now the U.S. president focusing outside of U.S., now there be more attention given to the U.S. now when it comes to more security. What going on? What some of these things? These kind of sound, these kind of information. What these things simplify?
Well, the first thing I want to say, in as much as I don't want to try to be political, but I want to also say that elections have consequences. Elections have consequences, and it's not a joking matter. The current president talks a lot about violence and other things. Let me tell you something to the neighbor. The president you elect can determine how the country will be, how the states will be, and how other places will be. So he has an honor tone of the leader. The way he leads, the kind of things he talks about, the kind of things he says, it does. It does. Can you imagine today in America, for one of the very first time, maybe I think this is the second time or the first time in American history, on the president's birthday, today, the president's birthday, they're doing military parade. Can you imagine? What does that show? What does that say? But not only that, since the president took over, war and other crimes and other things have escalated. The very first thing this president, when he took over, he did. You know what he did? All the people who committed crime on January 6th that were in prison, he pardoned all of them, freed them from prison. He did. So this tells you the trajectory the country is going on. But this also speaks to, at large, the lawmakers and the decisions that the American people are about to make in terms of this gun laws. They got to be strict about it. They have to. Everybody cannot be passing around a gun. No. Then why you got security? Then why you got the police? Why you got the authorities? Why? You know, so if everybody cannot be doing that. So that's why we are, unfortunately, as a country. That's why even in the traffic, you got to be careful. You don't somehow you driving your honking behind me, I buy the other way because you don't know who's going to get there and get out of the car and shoot you. Mm-hmm. So you have to be very careful. Even arguments that you don't get in argument with people. You walk away and tell them, thank you, sir, whatever it is, get in your car and go. Mm-hmm. Because you never know who is who. And I'll be honest with you, Milbo, there are a lot of people in this country, you will see them walking, everything fine, whatever it is, they're not mentally stable. Any small thing can spark. Any small thing can spark them getting out of character. They will hurt you, they will do something to you. When you go check it, they plead insanity. When they plead insanity, that's it. They've already hurt you or they're taking the life of someone. So, I mean, it's a dangerous place, a risky risk. It's a risky place. But at the end of the day, I believe the country can do what is best.
Yes, thank you, my dear. But thanks to two of you. Yes, indeed. Even though I'm looking on the stress outside also with all of the attention now being given outside, because mind you, there are claims and counterclaims also when it comes to the war around what are going on, who's supporting who. There are a lot of accusations, allegations, and so forth against the U.S. So if this kind of thing happening, even within the U.S., then I don't know now what's going to happen. But again, we pray for all of our people, like you just stated, my brother. I don't know where in this world everybody will be carrying gun. For me, it made no sense. Steve, you're right. Where in this world everybody carrying gun? Even that similar thing that happened. Well, I know they say the president executive order in Liberia, people will go and register a gun. You don't do these things. Look, when you look, I think America, I think Donald Trump, they have to go back into that gun law and be able to put certain things in place or else, my brother. Why you thinking about fighting outside up? People start fighting you within. And to really tackle fighters within, it'll be difficult because you'll be thinking about fighting outside, people fighting you inside. Then how will you even handle situations? So for me, I think I back you also to say the US, they should be able to work under their gun laws and be able to put this in place. But again, that movement, but also many things to talk about.
Or maybe, somebody, yo, thank you for wishing all happy Father's Day. Thank you, we appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yes, or maybe that's the country we in. Like, there has to
be. Yo, just reminded me, that's why my bone can't share today. I wear next week. Sorry, I totally forgot. Normally, I wear next week. And so wear my bone can't attire. Because yesterday I spoke better. You don't believe that I could speak. You'll be surprised. I will post up one day in what the data in global, in crown, in Basel, in Keys. Moment, something that you don't want to talk, but let me leave it.
And then again, our heartfelt condolences to the people of India. You know, Steve Mayborn. Yes, when I saw that plane crash, and I continued to see. Oh my God, may their soul rest in peace. It's not easy. Yeah, you know, that's why when I saw people were politicizing or what happened to Raofi with President Barkai, I was like, these people, they don't know what to joke with. Because my brother, when you get on the plane, when the plane is picking up and when you touch it down, these two things, your heart, it can be easy. And when you people came out and said, oh yeah, there were potholes that caused the tire to do this, and the next morning we saw planes picking up and landing. So were those potholes fixed overnight? And they said there was some malfunction in the landing gear. You don't politicize this thing. Please, it is only God that can save our life in that thing when you up there. Just say your Lord's Prayer and give it to God. See what happened in India. But Liberia, the people, they don't know what to joke with. Our heartfelt condolences to the people in India. I spoke with some Liberians there that are there for studies. The whole country is just quiet. It is so sad, but it is why it is. That's the time God show for them to depart this world. Yes.
Thank you, Brother Ali. But also, Brother Ali, can we also shift some of the blames on maybe some of the planes that are already updated? For example, what were you even a plane that will last for more than 30 plus years? Is that also necessary sometimes? Because with all of the things happening now around the world, and we have so many planes that people are now manufacturing new planes back to back.
Maybe when it comes to that, most of these things, like for me, I would say it had to do with maintenance. Like where I'm working now, one of my clients here, his mother get a car or 2000 model. But when you see that car out there, when she come here, it's just like it's just from the factory. It's all about proper maintenance. No matter how old the plane can be, this thing for me, that's how I think. It's all about maintenance. Yes, those things just need proper maintenance at all times. Like we get to so many stories. People were in the plane, they started feigning. They said the AC was not working, and they told them, "Oh, it will be okay." There are so many stories coming up. But all in all, for me, when it comes to any moving object, don't trust the brake, don't trust the engine. But all I know is maintenance. Like here, our cars. This is why when our cars go by from other country, people see it like brand new. Because just now when you appear on your dashboard, maintenance require you know you need to go change your oil. If you see a check engine light on your car dashboard, you have to hurriedly go to the mechanic. This is a check engine light. I don't know what's happening. They will check it and tell you, oh yes, so and so thing is happening. So it is all for me. I see this thing. It had to do with maintenance, and yes, that's for me. That's how I think.
Well, thank you, my dear brother. And quickly to to the other international news about the war in maybe between Israel and other Iran people. Yes, and the people having their own feelings here and there. Look, I mean, be frank, this is not religious war. Some, you know, that one when more come here. So now when we talking about the religious thing, I can really say yes, indeed, Monk, you're right. The war that fighting is not religious war. Don't put your religious feelings into whatsoever thing that is happening. You can support any side. We're talking about human business. This is about human being. We're talking about people that die, people that are losing their lives back to back. There are a lot of people that have been destroyed, property destroyed, people die every day just because of the kind of no here, no tear, I just call it. The kind of war that the people are fighting. No reason. But just because humans just want to destroy things, humans want to control things, humans want to control power, so they will do everything then you, the religious people, you say you take yourself and put yourself into the kind of funny thing that the people are doing. Now there are no more physical war. The people are sitting to their very homes and chunking. Right? Can you imagine? So the knowledge of men will destroy them. Don't be part of these people. Just observe what they're doing. If you want to pray to God, you pray to God and pray for everybody. But not to be praying for one side, criticizing the other side, insulting the other side. For me, I don't think that's the right thing to do. No true religious person who loves God will pray for the fellow human being to die. Then I don't know which one the God is serving. Well, again, that moved. We got to go now. Yeah, Steve. Father Moore. There's the Father Moore. I don't know whether maybe you
Yeah, one of my boys saying, yeah, Mark Richard is saying, where I will wear my Virginia attire. Yeah, Mark Richard, you know, I intend now to see if I can get all the county jerseys as we're getting towards the county meet, so I can be wearing them one at a time, to show love and respect to all of the counties in Liberia. I'll try to be wearing them on the show. Y'all be surprised. Y'all be surprised when I start dancing Virginia music on the show. They ain't even understand me. That is the whole situation with me. That thing that made me be bothered. Because me, I can roll all the content and I roll everybody. And I say, oh, they want it, I don't do that. The only thing I just say the truth. So yeah, my Richard, we're looking forward to it. The only thing that there, if you know somebody who got a jersey there, let me buy it from there. Melbourne, I will start working with you very soon because I need a different event jersey there. You know, to be wearing there on the show. You know, to get making low fun. You understand, Melbourne?
No, actually, they're right. You know, these people, they don't understand. But actually, they're right. So when you do, some of you now, saying you are not requesting, you know, then you, yeah, man. They meant like chairman. Your mom made them to be stressed, to be looking for jersey. Yeah, some of you are just send the jersey to the chairman. Say, chairman, this is my own jersey for you. Simple. If you not
every day people come in America. Every day people come. Or you can go to the post. You can go to the post office and we still.
No. Gentlemen, you're taking back. Look, let me tell you why. You got to be strategic. We're in political time. Don't overlook anything. Don't take people for granted. I don't want nobody to send me jersey. I don't know what you put jersey. I don't know what you put inside. I don't know what. Nobody's stupid yet. I don't know what's going on. No, I'm being very serious. Our people can do anything when it comes to politics and everything. And also, some of them don't get in the hospital. Before you get married, they fall in love with somebody, go marry them. Like, bro, I don't want to be that. So, nobody's stupid. I don't want Jesse. I don't want Jesse, brother. You can't see me being love.
Why the chairman want to be behaving just like
No.
Nobody be over plus smart. And you gotta forget the chairman. You can't be over plus smart. Now your life look. There's something just let it be.
Chairman scared. Chairman now what Jesse. The moment the week out to an end, you run into you want to check the same way out.
Oh, the devil be seen. I was saying Jesse. Oh, my matter. Oh no. I say we gotta talk. The chairman not be confused. Maybe please go to this person. Oh no. But anyway, chairman. So what we'll do, chairman, is that thank you. All of the Jesses that you all of the 15 counties Jesse, I think you gotta wear everything, including Liberia Jesse. So either you start first with Liberia Jesse. Then you be doing it because almost 16 days. So I don't know how you manage, but you got to get everything. That
I'll be waiting. Don't worry. I'll be working with you.
Okay, good. Yeah. So that move on now, chairman. I don't know. Father days. Most of us father. I don't know whether we are responsible fathers or we are irresponsible. Because for me, social talk, that's the kind of thing on my mind when it comes to some of us men. Even though most of our mothers, our sisters, they always call us useless. But again, I don't know, what say you when it comes to the issue of father? Some of us really play our father role, or we don't care. We are that kind of more baba father who always in the street. In fact, you don't even come home for your children to even see you.
Well, my man, you are right. You know, yesterday when we talked about some of the things about the women who are vets, but today is the day for us to discuss the men a little bit. Let me just be honest with you. Sometimes I get discouraged. I get very confused. And I don't understand some of our brothers. Let me say this to some of our brothers. To be very honest. I don't care what you do. A mother will care for her child. But some of us are very irresponsible when it comes to our children, truly speaking. And sometimes we can run these women very, 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 very frustrated, mad, and pissed off. Because not only that they got to be responsible for your child, can you imagine, my man, you living in a sin state, and sometimes you can't even see your child? Can you imagine that?
In the name of being busy, I'm busy.
Or you vex with a man, or because you're separated, or because you put you on child support. Please don't get me wrong. I don't encourage the child support thing. But the truth about it also is that should be your priority. Look, let me say this. The thing that made us men big boys, or made you distinguish, is your ability to take care of your responsibility. That is the first step for any man to be responsible. So having children or having a child, it's not just a, one-time thing or whatever it is. But it's important as a father. Let me say this. Most of the problems we have in our society today, it is traced to the lack of a father. You and a woman not being together does not mean that you disconnect from your child. It should be your responsibility. In fact, I will encourage you, if that woman is saying that you will not see your child, I will encourage you to do everything you can in the law, in the conference of the law, to go and see your child or your children. So it's important. Now, if you decide to be father of many nations where you get different children all over the place, then I have a responsibility to go bring all the children together or to make time for them. So, Melbourne, I will not lie to you. Some of our brothers, they're making it hard for all Melbourne. They're making life hard for all. I'm harder for you. The level of irresponsibility too high. Imagine a grown man. You spend all the time buying single, buying new share, bluffing and passing around. But your little responsibility, you can take care of it. And let me say this to the women. I will encourage you. If you are with a man, and the first thing you tell him, say, oh, he has a child, but he can't see the child, it's a problem right there. I don't care how much you care about that man. That should be one of the things you settle first. It shows that guy is not responsible. I'm being very honest. You should look at that. It's a huge red flag. And so, Melbourne, men, we need to make sacrifices for our children. We need to make sacrifices to ensure that we're doing what we got to do. But man, hold your child here, let your child see you, and he go to the place, to the barber shop, call your hair together. You are teaching that child what to do. You are. I'm being very honest. You are telling them what to do, what the step is. You're showing them the way. Although, and let me say this to some of you, the men. Some of you, I see your children are very young and putting earrings in their ear. You do all kind of all these small things and get rid of it. You bring the hair. Just let the person make that decision when they get there. And yes, Melbourne, we as men, for the most part, we are very irresponsible, most of us. On top of it, most of us are very useless. I'll be very honest. We are useless. I will not lie. Me, I'll say the truth. I will not lie. We are not disciplined. We can be the cause for most of the noise that women they can raise too. Again, they can raise it to another level that is only problem. But we are the cause. You want to be a mature, disciplined man. You want to bring no home. You say you people don't bring no behind home. You don't bring a funny thing for us at home. So at the end of the day, we're going to be honest with you. Some of the problems we bring it on ourselves as men. We are very irresponsible and reckless. And it is a problem. We don't take care of our responsibility. We think to pass around and get different girlfriend there. I mean, it makes you like, you get moral, don't you? The first place you get respect when you can take care of your business at home. You can take care of responsibility. You get children, you take care of children. You make sure your children not lacking anything. When you buy new things when your children better get food to eat. And you say people. So Melbourne, to be honest, I'm encouraging the ladies, yes, some are all messed up. But Father Day coming, you don't forget about us. My man, Father Day, that Father Day. Your power will be your power. There. So, you start putting the small thing together. You know what I'm saying, Melbourne? I know some of them hard, but, put it together. Yeah.
Yeah, my brother, you're right. Before Ali come on, quickly, let me just say, Steve, you were talking about when they're buying our shoes and so forth. Some of our men, in fact, we don't even buy shoes. We don't even buy nothing. But we support other homes. You abandon your home, your children. Steve, I don't get it. I don't even look. Sometimes we'll be talking about the women and their behavior, but like you just said, that most of us men, we are. I don't even just want to use the word foolish or so forth. But look, we are the problem of some of these, or in fact, we the one can always create some of the problem in their homes or in fact in our homes because Steve, you are man enough, but you're not able to take care of your family or even your child that you have, but you're going out there to quote unquote, they can say when I say side chick, but you're going there to someone else's child and another man responsibility. You go, you take it and put it in here, but you abandon your own. You leave your responsibility and go out there and take care of another man's responsibility. What sense in that? So that's why you see today, Steve, the society is going the way it's going for me. No love, nothing, because the mother is angry, father angry, everybody angry until not love to show to the children. But Ali, what say you, my brother?
Yeah, thank you, May Boy and Steve. You see, the issue here when it comes to we the fathers, some of us being very, very reckless and irresponsible. Like for back home, sometimes you will see a man will go and have a child by a lady, and then he will leave that child with that lady. She will be struggling with that child. He will go to another woman, have a child by her, leave that child, he go to another woman. Maybe they will be together, say he marry her, they want children. And then he taking care of these children that he born, and he get two children outside. The mothers are struggling with them. And sometimes I see some women will be like, I will take care of my daughter. I will take care of my son. Let me see tomorrow he can stand in front of me for child. That's the time he will know. Or I see it that's a complete nonsense from these women. Because no matter what you do, when that child get big, where's my father? Somebody will say, that's your father. You cannot stop an 18, 20-year-old child from going to their father. No matter what you say, they will still go there. You see, unless they themselves they say, oh, you abandoned me when I was small with my mother, I won't pay attention to you. But some of these children will still go there. We have some irresponsible and reckless dads. Like in America here, that Stevie say he doesn't support the child support. And for me, the reason why I support child support, even in America and back home, these are some of the reasons. Like we are in America here, you have a child by a lady, maybe you leave that child, you go time comes, that child resetting stage, looking at for friend there or his friend there, always with their father, the kind of love they getting. And where is my dad? And you don't want to show that child their father. Time kind of go to school, they start acting up. What happened? My mother don't want to show me my father. I don't know. There are so many things. Sometimes they go to you, the mother. And these are some of the reasons you see the women here. Because no matter what they do, the child will go to their father. And you can't be working in this country. You be sleeping with other women from Pennsylvania. You go to New York, you go Minnesota, you flying all around the place. And that plane ticket can even take care of your responsibility. They get some reckless and irresponsible men. I have seen, and some of them, because they even paying child support, they don't even care to go and see these children again. And these are some of the reasons for me I support the child support thing in this country, because my sister will not be suffering with that child, and tomorrow that child read at the stage, they put her under pressure. I want to see my father, I want to see my father, and she forced. And then that child start to go there. You can't stop that child. When the child is 18, they are mature. It's up to them to decide. They will say, okay, well, between you and my father, this is my father. Everybody in this country or anywhere, they want a happy dad. They want to be with their man, they want to be with their pad. So you can't come bomb by somebody's dollar and you get that the child, you be sleeping all around. The city in Liberia, just that Liberia on the child support, I was there, I saw something, you will tell the people, oh yeah, making $200, I will be giving $25 at the end of the month. But America, that nonsense doesn't work. You can tell them how much you will give. You see? So we have so many irresponsible and reckless fathers out there, they don't even deserve Father Day or greeting or message at all. You see, we have to be very careful. We can't get our sisters streaming out there, selling cool water, pepper, bitter ball to take care of the children that we enjoy to bring on eye. Then we live it with them, we're sleeping around. For me, I support the child support. I'm in high support of it, even here and anywhere in the world. You see, because abandoning that child allowing that man to go free, I think you the one making him more useless to be passing around. But when he paying child support and thing, when he think about it, he will not be thinking about just sleeping around having children like that. That's my own opinion.
Thank you so much, Masari. Let me qualify what I said. I think in most cases, the child support has been abused by some, and if not most women. They don't use it as a means to try to get the men in the child's life. Rather, they use it as a punishment method, either because the relationship did not work between any man, so they think that they can punish him financially. And in most cases, when they give them the finances that's supposed to either be saved for the child or used for the child, they're using that same finances, to fit themselves a certain way to get another child again. They use it for the wig, for the false nail, for the false eyebrow, the false lashes, the false tinning, the makeup, the false butt, the false breast. So they're looking for another me again to get another child again with another popcorn boy so that they can put another person on the child support in most cases. This is where I disagree with the child support mentality.
Okay, I got you.
I wish something else could be done to ensure that the man is in his child's life, plus the child support. I really wish that. You know what I mean? So that is the context and the point from which the place from which I come in disagreement with the child support. However, I think it necessitates in some cases to have child support for the irresponsible father and some of the guys, the popcorn boys who are just passing around. And let me say this though, and this is not to give any kind of excuse for men, for us the men, or for most men. But the truth be told, most of the women see the signs of some of these irresponsible men and they're attracted to it. That's what they want. Imagine the only thing that you're attracted to a man for because he looks good. You got a problem as a person. You got pregnancy and an airborne disease. You don't look in the sky and get pregnant. One of the best decisions in life a woman can ever make is the man that choose to have the child. That is one of the best decisions a woman should ever make in their life. You should never have children based on sentiments or based on temporary feelings. Most of them, they were in love with the child father, or the man was sexy or he looks good. You got a good eyebrow, you got good the lip red. So look at the kind of thing that people get pregnant for. A long-lasting thing, but you don't even know that man is irresponsible. Then when the child comes to and start being irresponsible too, then you say you're useless part. Well, you chose the part, you know what I mean? So, but back to the men, we need to step it up. We need to do what we got to do. We need to take care of business and we'll be fine. Yeah, maybe I think we're ready for the politics. The women they'll do something for the Father Day.
Yes.
Any attempt for them not do something for the Father Day. They will not be small.
Yeah, so quickly before we transition, Ali was talking about one set of parents taking care of the child and sometimes thinking that they will do everything, not want to be bothered with the other parent. I'm saying to you, myself, John Ali, you're wasting your time. Don't waste your time on things that is impossible. No matter what you do, that child will still look for the other parent, whether that's the mother or the father. So the best thing to do, while that parents stay alive, whether the mother or the father, go to them for them to send their portion of their support towards their child. But don't sit by and be thinking that little man, the man is not doing nothing, the man is not working, the man is not doing the work. Man, you're wasting your time. When that child get beat tomorrow, all of your stress, that child will go look for their father. And it's happening. People have been losing on that on so many occasions and time. So don't waste your time. Go to that reckless. And I don't even know how to even describe some of the fathers who claim that in fact their father was passing around, spoiling our name here and there. But my brother, go ahead. I don't want to come game out.
Yeah, but that pivot to politics, part 2 of the Joseph Human Boakai and Unity Party criminality continues. I was talking this morning to my cousin. We spoke briefly. I can check in with him during the week. We just kind of check in and talk. And he made a statement that caught my attention. And that statement caught my attention because the statement in itself is troubling, is worrisome, And it is a problem. Can you imagine? Can you imagine Joseph Yuma Boaka and Unity Party, their benchmark is CDC. Their point of reference is CDC. Can you imagine that? You say CDC was corrupt. You say CDC was incompetent. How can your benchmark be CDC, the CDC government? How? But not only them being your benchmark, you are doing worse than CDC. To add up to that, guess what the lawmakers have done? They passed a new act to amend the LACC Act to give the president power to remove commissioner without the Senate voting on it. It's a problem. It is a problem. And that's why Joseph Yuma Boakai insisted to bring a regime speaker so that they can do all of these things. It's wrong. It is wrong. But maybe that the conversation we're getting today, the corruption, and me, I want to be honest with you, I won't waste my time with Fanatic Kofa and what the other guy named, the police director, Joseph Boakai. To be honest, I won't waste my time. I want for all to talk about the important issue that they don't want us to talk about. I want for all to get into the very important issue that they don't want to discuss.
Yes, indeed, my brother. Let me join you to say yes, so many things to talk about, even with the issue of corruption. Mind you, the Santel survey reveals that 83% corruption remains high in public perception, that close to almost 83% of the public survey prove that indeed the government is highly corrupt, according to Santel. So again, these are things that I feel like Liberian people now, they got to wake up and speak to these issues, speak to these things, and also with the other news also coming from Nimba about the senator of Nimba, Senator Yan Twan, who heavily opposing the new agreement now that will be signed between the government of Liberia and the other Sktv-Lib, saying that if there will be any new agreement, Sktv-Lib should be able to do the right thing. Just because of that, now I'm even hearing that there are serious in-house fight. They are now fighting Yan Twan. They are battling Yan Twan now, back to back, just because of his standing up for his people. So, my brother, the stated, I think this thing will look at all these things: the corruption, the issue of agreements. What are some of the benefits that you talk about, the bread and butter issues? Because, Steve, people want to go to work. You can live in a community that, for example, that have hydro, but you have no electricity. Then what the essence? So in short, you can have a company that is in your village, in your town, in your city, in your county, in your district, but then you are swimming in poverty. My brother, there's nothing. So I think our government, they should look into some of the directions and be able to go back into the drawing board and see how best to handle some of the issues. Because if you don't do, the livelihood of your people won't get better. Because, quote unquote, you came to power so that you can rescue the life of your people. But if you just sit back and say, okay, we will sign the other agreement, whether our people like it or not, we will sign this one, and we will do anything that we want to do, even whether corruption is high or not, nobody cares. Today, thank God that they have their own platform. Are they talking about these things? Are they telling the people now that yes, indeed, Santel came up with their report, and the report said that 83% corruption is high, as far as 83%, according to the public perception. Now, with the issue of all of these companies in Liberia, bad labor practices, people are working and they're not getting what they're supposed to get. Schools are about to close. Schools are even, in fact, there are a lot of graduations. School, instead of, like for example, someone like in K2, who's supposed to be graduating, and so we're paying 5,000. The person paying 10,000 times 2. Where are we heading as a country? But my brother, all of these things are all in a problem, and we can look into all of these things and move forward as a country, discuss and give our people a chance to also to be part of our Steve. I think these are happening. Yes, it's not easy, but indeed. Yeah, go ahead.
So, first of all, let's they feel there are some United Party people on Facebook celebrating. I don't know if you can remember. I know one of the newspaper that came out and said, "You're listening." I don't know what kind of newspaper that came out.
Yeah, so I know Calabar, but what I come in. Yeah, you're right. You guys.
Some kind of newspaper that came out. One other crook sat down.
What is it, 50%, right?
Yeah, he wrote 50%, 50%. I just laugh. They don't believe in the newspaper, right? They don't believe other newspaper too. So guess what? My people, Centel is a credible reporting agency in Liberia that has been there for a long time. Centel conducted a survey. Centel stands for the Center of Transparency and Accountability in Liberia. They released the corruption score. My people, what's it again? Y'all listening? Corruption remains high under rescue mission. Centel survey revealed 83% in public perception. Y'all listen. Centel conducted a survey, and the survey said in Liberian 83%. To the bottom score 83% on corruption. That means only 17% remain for to be 100%. We told you that Joseph Boaga is happy. Joseph Boaga is corrupt. The new role and criminal in Liberia, Joseph Boaga. When you look, you will will replace Joseph Boaga anyway. We'll come to that part. But now we need 83%. Now we leave it. Now we can't do different thing. Let's leave 83% for now.
Okay.
We go to Ano Nyantoyen.
Yeah, Nyantoyen. And the people senator. For the Okamo, but the messing up, they get invest. Can you imagine?
Now we get to the people from Nimba County and Nyantoyen. First of all, Nyantoyen is not standing up for the people of Nimba County. Don't be fooled, my dear. Do not be fooled. Nyantoyen is as worse as all of them. They are all corrupt group of guys. Nyantoyen is a United Party partisan. Is that you telling me, say the old man Bonnie is the way be it? You serious? You really serious? That today Nyantoyen, that today why you other one in Primoy, that today they want to stand for the Liberian? You really serious for you? You really serious? I love the United Party people and the other people in Nimba County. The only reason you see those men speaking out because they lead them out of the deal. Melbourne don't be carried away. They are not speaking out because they want anything to change or they want to write things that are not true. When was the last time you heard Nyantoyen speaking on anything that corruption in the Senate? I will wait. No, I will wait. I will wait. He not in the picture in Nimba County. That whole accelerator deal, that why making noise. He is not in the picture. That's why he making noise. It's not about the Nimba County people. Don't be carried away, my brother. Don't be fooled. Not Yan Twine or whatever his name is, whatever he called himself. He's not in the interest of the people of Nimba County. He is not in the picture. That's why he mad. That's why he making all that noise. Let him go sit down somewhere. That United Party brought in the power. Any attempt will remove him. I challenge Yan Twine. Any attempt will remove Yan Twine. He not nobody with all United Party. All of them sat down there. They've been complacent. All the corruption have been going on. Oh, that today, he need to show him off, sit down, and he's not getting fast, and he's not going to be in the deal. He will not eat fast in this time. He's not in the show. Joseph Boa will eat show on all of them. Like United Party made him senator. So then you have to shut up. He's not getting faster for that deal. And when I call him there, he can do nothing. So don't be carried away. All I know is what Nyantua is making. When was the last time you saw Nyantua speaking on anything serious concerning the Nimba County people? When? Like I said, I will wait. When? Anything that comes from United Party is corrupt. The older people, the younger people, all of them corrupt. Anything that comes from United Party is corrupt in nature. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to Nyantua. He's a joker. He's an irresponsible man. Joker. He is not a serious man. But I let her dealing with him. I let her debt him. Let him go talk again. We challenge him. Primo will coming for him. And he called Joseph Boa corrupt. We're waiting for him. We're watching him. We're doing him. So that's what Nyantua is doing. Enough for the poor Nimba County here. And Nyantua also he wants sing. And Nyantua is nobody. He not nothing. He can't do nothing. He need to show him off. I'm saying that he not nothing. He not man of integrity. He not saying is the Samuel Koga coming to open a more of foolishness. Nyantua is not doing anything. So that it you need to go sit down. He not getting caught. We're not putting him on there to get any kind of bad pay, to get any kind of small thing. No, we close him. He's not part of the deal. Because those boys from Nimba County, let me tell you what United Party people plan to do. They know that those boys from Nimba County trying to form around Joseph Boa to remove Joseph Boa. So they want to put themselves in strategic and key position and discussions. This thing is deeper and bigger than you think. And Joseph Boa said he will not allow that. All of them from Nimba County, he will shut all of them down. Let me including the Jeremiah Kun. I am looking at how you think you understand? He said, we got news for you, Jeremiah Kun. We got news for you. The only thing we want from y'all, when we ready y'all bring support to United Party, we don't want to hear anything from y'all. Not your government yet. Now your Nimba County foolishness where you're gonna be talking. Not your government yet. This is not a Nimba County government. We not elect Joseph Boa for Nimba County people to come be president. No, that's not what we elect Joseph Boa for. That's why you've been thinking. That crap that Prince Johnson said that time. When you were talking about, you're going to send your father, and through your father, you'll be president. That crap, that what make it Prince Johnson saying that, Bloody saying that now. I challenge anyone in Nimba County people, you open your mouth to talk about presidency again. You open your mouth. We warned you all from the beginning. We told you don't follow Joseph Boa. You say you follow Joseph Boa. Joseph Boa said he would dance with the devil. And you all agree that you guys were devil. So saying you guys are the devil, we'll show you who the real devil in the town. We there. All of y'all, all the Nimba will squeeze you out to the wall. Now watch and see. Yeah, you know Joseph Boa playing for you. You think you'll be president? You think Jeremiah will be president? And we're on it. You'll be calling small meeting to Jeremiah confirm. When you call meeting, anytime you go to a meeting, what you thought was you're here today. Anything you're discussing in no meetings, and we get playing for you too. We get playing for you. You're a columnar crowd and you'll be passing around. You'll be passing around. Maybe let we hear from the other guy. You'll be passing around talking about Nimba County will be. Talking about Nimba County will be. Jeremiah will be president. You crazy? You crazy? You ready in that country here? Fine, Jeremiah when I see.
Ali, what say you with all of the things that we just talked about, the corruption, the new deal that's supposed to be signed between the government of Liberia and that Asira meeting where the senator of Nimba County, voice out that in fact he's not certified, he want to speak out for his people, and just because of that, the few time there have been a lot of latches coming from his own camp. But what say you, my brother? Aliu?
Auntie Ali there. Ali umba utawa ni makane run away. Yeah, utawa ni makane. You makane solidarity men there. Who feeling with them? Let me say this, maybe. That thing when you're talking, that frisking that you're trying to do, eh? That frisking that you're trying to do. You now understand you.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, you bounce back? Yeah, you there? You there?
Maybe, just as Steve said it, or this whole thing about Nimba County, for me, the only thing I would say, or President Boakai, when they talk about all the Bukos agreement that was signed, he was then the vice president. So people say, oh yeah, he was an old car parked in the garage. Now Joseph Boakai is the president. So we want him to sign the best deal in the interest of Liberia and the people of Nimba County. So when it comes to about that agreement, that's what I have to say. Let's see how the president going to sign it in the interest of the country and that of the Nimbadians. He was an old car parked in the garage, and right now he's the driver in the driver's seat. So we expect to see the best deal coming up in every agreement that will be signed under his administration for the entire country, be it Nimba County, be it Mountain, any other deal that was signed during his administration as vice president. So we look at the best thing to come out now in all these deals when they are trying to renegotiate them. And when it comes to the corruption, Stephen, this government is going to be more corrupt than the CDC government. And we are seeing it on the daily basis, it's rating everywhere. Now, Chantel on the report, they will say, oh yes, or we believe that thing. But during CDC administration, they believe in Chantel report, but now they won't believe it. They won't discuss it on their class reloaded. They will run with it because see, after 85%, you know what is that? So this government is going to be highly corrupt, a government where there is no check and balance. Everybody is unity party. Everybody is unity party. Everybody running to be in lucrative position in the government. And the government, even from the head, the fish when the head is rotting, the body is rotting. Corruption starts from the executive and it has spread everywhere. Corona crowd then when he make it when you're not part of the unity party and you just or alliance or supporter, he suspend you. When you are executive member of unity party, they talk about corruption. Joseph Boakai here can hear that. Only people who came to associate with the unity party, these are the people that here can hear about their own corruption allegation and he suspend them. This government is corrupt and they are going to be corrupt 10 times CDC government because everything they said CDC were doing today, they have done it times 10. So for me, I'm not surprised when it comes to corruption. Joseph Boakai was living on loan. What do you expect of him? You want him to serve as president and he go back to live on loan? That's not going to happen. So he already told us people should steal, but yeah, you say in the country. So that's what going on. That's my undertake.
Well, that's it. You are correct. People should steal. The only thing they should be able to give it at least share a little portion of that of stealing money to at least to their people around them. And you are correct. Let me just join you because mind you, the beginning part of this government that was the inauguration of our president up to now or up to date, there are no concrete investigation or even as to how that money was used, who all was quote unquote alleged into that money issues. And after that, because we've been hearing wow, allegations about there was some money that was also given to some counties or leadership for the inauguration, and some people said they didn't receive their and so forth. Even the party chairman name was mentioned and so forth. But even up to now, nothing, no punishment, nothing. Now, quite recently, we also got a report about the entire GSC from the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs, where CDC were having a lot of quote-unquote names on the payroll and close to 700 plus, and those names were removed and so forth. And also, the The current government, according to information and confirmed report, especially coming from the GSC or let me just quote the GSC that indeed 7 persons was also placed on the payroll without being seen. And those 7 persons, most of them were making, I think, all of the sum, all of the amount came out to almost 37,000. Who are those people? They are nowhere to be seen. So all of these things are glaring. People are seeing these things. People are hearing about these things. But again, just because of party sentiment, people feel that because it is their party, so they voted for this party. So even if the party will want to even destroy this country, they will agree. And that's the kind of society that we live in today. So
no more. You making it diplomatic. Let me put it a simple way. Joseph Boaga told us his own recording that the people should steal and they should be corrupt because Joseph Boaga, is a corrupt man by nature. His whole nature is corrupt. Joseph Boaga is a corrupt old man, a criminal. I say it. He is corrupt and criminally minded. I'm not afraid to say it. I think we're going to be passing around with the men are old men. If you, I don't see old people grow to be a criminal. Criminals can grow old. Joseph Boaga is one of them. Joseph Boaga stood on radio, TV, and told people that they should steal, they should be corrupt, but they should give some of the money to the people. That's what Joseph Boaga said. As a second president, he spoke recklessly at his age with a criminal mindset. When you're talking to your passing around, oh, you disrespect. I will care less about you. I will care less about you, Joseph Boaga. A criminal is a criminal. I don't care how old you are. And I could care less. I don't give a damn. I will say it as it is. I'm not afraid to say it. Joseph Boaga said it. So everything you see them doing, all this criminality is from Joseph Boaga. He said the people should go ahead and do it because he is a criminal. All the stealing and the corruption in the country, that Joseph Boaga initiated it. At his age, can you imagine? You 80-year-old, you encouraging young people to be criminal because that's how he lived all his life. To be a criminal and a liar and a crook in the name of politics. No, he's not a politician. He's a criminal. He's a liar and he's a crook. You're who afraid to say it? I will say it. I'm not afraid to say it. His behavior, his actions, saying he took over has demonstrated that. That's who he is. That's his nature. He's never going to change. So I'm not worried about him changing. I'm just worried about the impact that he's having on the country and the disgraceful thing that he's doing at his age. This is disgraceful. This is embarrassing. And I'm not here to be politically correct. I'm not here to change my tune. I'm not here to make it low fun. Oh, you got to say it that way. You can't say it that way. My man say it that way, say it that way. The proofs are there. The evidences to his behavior and his corrupt nature. So I will say as it is. So everything you see the young people doing, everything you see these guys doing, Joseph Boaga is the one that told them to do it. Joseph Boaga is the one that told them to do it, and he will continue to do it. They will continue to do it. They got no fear in them because the chief liar and criminal and crook in Joseph Boaga told them what they should do. So that's exactly what they will do. So I see Nyan Twain passing around making noise. Nyan Twain, we're not putting you on that committee to collect anything. You're not ifwing, and you can do nothing. You can do nothing. The next time you read any kind of foolishness, we'll make sure you leave that Senate. Watch and see. We put you there, you want challenge her? We put you there, you want challenge her? You want challenge Unity Party? Unity Party put you there? Or you not know that corrupt party you're in? And you not know that Joseph Boaga will determine who will be in the show? They will issue on your the Nimba County people. They will issue on your again. Yeah, watch. The first show Joseph Boaga been eating on your so-called hero to get rid of him for it. And the 5 minutes get rid of your so-called hero Prince Johnson. That coward that was living in Kawe, talking about a hero for Nimba County. That coward. Why he staying in Nimba County to defend the Nimba County people? Why he ran to coward? And Joseph Boaga got rid of him. He dead now. He dead here. Left Nyan Twain be making noise. Amen. You will understand himself. Joseph Boaga will deal with you one by one. One by one. You think I want Joseph Boaga will win presidency in that country? You pick the wrong group of people to mess around with. You pick the wrong old man. Joseph Boaga get dead. And Joseph Boaga will show you that the way. You're in the Nimba County people. I see your passing around. Jeremiah Kung will be president. And president in the waiting. Yeah. The president in waiting. Yeah, anyway, I won't speak it. I speak it that way. You will not see it. Right in front of him, they will lick it. You will not see it. We going forward, any plan they get with Jeremiah, we will not talk about it in public. We'll leave it there until they can deal with him and detain him. Yeah, we'll leave it there. That. We will not tell you. But I'm saying Jeremiah will not see it. They will lick it right in front of him. And we hey, you're a hero. Why are you here? And Prince Johnny will be talking from why here? They lick your hero. Yep. That be passing around. Jeremiah will be president. I see him talking, and I counted the old man to throw the old man bad. Like I don't know, submitted that crook. Like you don't want to be whatever. You ready? You yeah. Yeah. You will not see it, brother. Read that story. You will not see it. Guy you told Joseph Boga bad. Now you keep throwing bad. Until you say that. You will not see
but Steve, so let's go back to the entire issue of the man is old. In fact, Jeremiah. So is it? Can we? Let me ask you this question, or maybe the people on Nimba, should I say they are being duped? Because all of the saying was, okay, the papa is old, he won't be able to do the work. Like Jeremiah will be going up and down. Like Jeremiah will be doing that. Just because of that, the sons and daughters of Nimba County, they bought the idea and said, okay, yes, I think this is true. I think I showed that this papa is old, or this man is old, so Jeremiah will be doing most of the work. But even when the president went to Nimba quite recently, where the youth of Nimba were protesting against accident, he don't care. In fact, made one of the statements said, in fact, even accident is even far performing than what he even expect. So, Steve, should we say that the people on Nimba, they have been quote unquote maybe misled, or they have been duped by their own people, because what they're really expecting is not happening on a very serious note? And so let me ask you this question: whether they have been duped, or it's just a normal game, a normal politics. People will come to people and lie, and maybe at the end of the day, then things just go the way you expect or not.
Let me tell you something. The people in Nimba County, Joseph Boga say you're a chunk. You're a chunk for Joseph Boga. I say it to you. Joseph Boga said Nimba County, you're a chunk. In fact, now I'm making he said all of them are junk. Yeah. Let me say it to you, Mabel. The thing what I can say, what I can say beyond close, we don't want to say in public. Joseph Boga said you're the poor of Nimba County, you're a junks. What do y'all do? What do y'all can do? Lead that story, my brother. The people in Nimba County shot themselves in the leg, in the knee. Prince Johnson, you know the play the whole thing started. We told you the thing. Prince Johnson thought he was smart. 2017 election, Prince Johnson made fun of Joseph Boga. He said Joseph Boga was a stupid old man who, when they horn at his hotel to blow in Nimba County to be president, because Joseph Boga was confused until the other horn in blow it. They made fool out of Joseph Boga and he laughed. Yeah, right? Prince Johnson said that. Joseph Boga said, no problem. Joseph Boga said, no problem. We'll be back in part 2. You remember when Joseph Boga made that statement that he would dance with the devil? First of all, Joseph Boga see the people of Nimba County as devils. You're nothing but devils. That's what Joseph Boga said. Let me say, Joseph Boga said the people of Nimba County are devils. Yes. And will treat you all like devils. Let me ask you the question: when the devil go dance, when the baker dance, or when the devil dance, and somebody else can collect the money? Eh? Y'all devils. Y'all will not see it. Y'all will not see it. Y'all will not see it. I see y'all passing around wasting your time. Y'all will not see it. Let me say this. The greatest mistake Nimba County made was to support Joseph Baga. You will pay for it. Your devils in the house, Joseph Baga. You will dance. You can't collect money. Issue on your dance. They can't collect money. Issue on you. And I enjoy how Joe Ball rolling with you. Joe Ball a big ball. Yeah. Can you imagine one kizzy party position? Hold me back. Put all of y'all. All they put you down. And then made a little stupid in the town. You don't understand what you're saying. The first thing the man did, the first thing the man calculated was to get rid of Prince Johnson. Now the first calculation to tell you, say, they made it ready to neutralize you. Yeah, you ready? Let now try to be talking foolishness. I challenge now trying again to go talk foolishness in the Senate. They plan again when you understand. And I'm not telling you what they plan again. We're not discussing on the show. We're not discussing on the show. We're going to dirty him. Yes. Oh, yes. Any step the United Party take against the Nimba County people are supporting. I'm 100% in support. And you get that away. I caught me here. There's another minute ago. I seen a BM. All the hair, but he passing around, I like obedient. Looking at one laughing. That Joseph Baga is a fool. You picking. Jeremiah, you picking for Joseph Baga. You baby for Joseph Baga. Joseph Baga been a cook before they even think about burning you.
So Steve, are you saying that all of the legislative caucus coming from Nimba County that even boycotted the president visit when it comes to the issue of their settlement? Are you saying that they are all doing these things just because of love, and at the end of the day they will succumb? Is that what you are saying?
To hell with the Nimba County caucus. That's what Joseph Baga say. I stay with Joseph. To hell with them. We don't even need them to start and do with our settlement. The who? The who? The person who used to talk for them is not there again. Who's so talk? They get rid of the person who used to talk for them, who's made enough for them at Prince Johnson. Who they're supposed to talk? Jeremiah who's will be talking, saying he keen to talk bad for Joseph Baga. You serious? To hell with the whole caucus. That's what Joseph Baga say. And I stay with Joseph Baga as a Lofian. That they play what I agree with Joseph Baga. To hell with them. Oh, you laughing? You think I'm joking? I'm telling the truth, bro. I don't tell you. I stand with the papi. I'm from Lofa country. I stand with my Lofa papi. To hell with them. And they can't do nothing. The very can't do nothing. The not very can't do nothing. Fine. What do I do? That make Joseph Baga went to the meeting. And they decided to walk on. Who cares? They're not important. I see that other one passing around with my beer, going or whatever it is. You see yourself, my leg. You understand yourself. Relax. Your Umba, we're working on you. Relax. Relax. We're coming for
so
you.
That means what are the leg 8 or now the deal will be passed? And
who let what? The who? Mama, the who? The president can go and bypass the Senate. Who by law, by constitution. But Prince Moyi told you that the president went and bypassed them and did a deal with CTM.
Yes, indeed.
What thing they can do? What thing they can do? That Nimba County, what Prince Johnson there? What Jeremiah told the president there? Jeremiah told you he keen. He said he's a vice president. He said he keen to throw the baby there. That joker, you think that crap that you put on Joe, that you put on Joseph Baga? You're adding some amazing to Joe, we have to come back later on to school you over. You think that what you play with Joseph Baga? Because we're watching you. We're watching Jeremiah Cool. Watch and see. Y'all watch and see the movie. And Prince Johnson thought he would make no. We warn him 1 or 2 times to have it quiet. He can't have it quiet. And Prince Johnson thought he could make noise in the town. He started calling around. We told him, he said, behave yourself. He said, behave himself. The next thing we saw Samuel got jumping all over him. That Jeremiah Cool is not trying to be acting frisky. We're watching them. We're watching y'all. Jeremiah Cool. Even if you let's say you claim to wash Joseph Baga clothes, we'll still not spare you. Because that crap you put on Joe, you're not putting on. You're not work. Be having meeting. And you can be having meeting with United Party people. Be having meeting. The still meeting how United Party people, they can come and tell us. Oh, you know that? You labor. Relax. My beginning, relax. We got you right in the corner. And you're on time out. You think y'all conglomerate and do any funny thing in the town? You really think so? You really think y'all amalgamate forces and power? You really think so, Jeremiah Cool? Try, let's see. That crap that you put on Joe, you will never
So if you were to predate, Steve, if you are to predict, are you sensing that Jeremiah Kuhn may not be on the ballot 2029?
Why leave Jeremiah Kuhn, man? Jeremiah Kuhn, by the way, so happened, I want to get him to him, says, you know what time it is. Leave Jeremiah Kuhn. Leave Jeremiah Kuhn. Ain't told him bad. And you can throw bad some play. We got to put it down. You put it bad down.
Yes.
Watch. You will put it bad down. Just watch. Ain't
When the
bad
bag
ball.
is heavy, then I mean you got to maybe put it bad down.
Man, they made a bad ball. What are you talking? They made a bad ball.
Let's move now to the people of Nimba. Let me be frank. You can be having natural resources, place things that are supposed to give you money, that's supposed to make your life better the life of your children and so forth, and it turned into another thing. You know, I don't know how come this country just even reach this point. Look, let's be frank. This is not only Nimba alone. Even Kidman, and BA Martin, most of these small companies here and there, that's how they behave. They come here, they take all of your natural resources, and they give you little or nothing. They make it look. Even people been crying that even the road that are going to that company, the road is terrible. Mr. President, we are saying this to you that pay attention to the people there, listen to them, even if you have political issues. Please listen to the people, listen to their plight, and pay attention to whatsoever thing that they are saying. Because look, no name. I don't even know how come some of our natural resources are becoming cursed for us. And that's the fact. But because of the kind of leadership we have, the kind of people that we have to say, okay, go up there and represent us, you go there and represent yourself. Just because you want to be corrupt. So today now, the people of Nimba, they are protesting. In fact, the one I even got to mystery was for the president to even say that the company even did what, in fact, he was not even expecting what the people did for Liberia. So that don't tell you now that no.
Well, no. Joseph Boakai don't live in Nimba. Joseph Boakai is not a representative of Nimba. He's not a senator of Nimba. If Joseph Boakai can come there and tell the Nimbadians why they are complaining that the asylum meter have done well than even expected. You know what gets Joseph Boakai audacity? Because the so-called men are supposed to be the leader for Nimba County and speak for the people of Nimba County sat down on radio and say he bad ball for Joseph Boakai. So what did he do? What did he want Joseph Boakai to say? Since Joseph Boakai made that statement, you know, Jeremiah Kuhn came and say anything. Jeremiah Kuhn don't have the balls to do that. I challenge him. Jeremiah Kuhn does not have the balls to open your mouth. I challenge Jeremiah Kuhn to say anything against Joseph Boakai or to go and say Asala Mita. And let's see, there's not only the Jeremiah Kuhn to the lawmaker then. All of them show their boyfriend to Joseph Boakai. Now I hear Nyatwan misbehaving. Watch, we can be put Nyatwan here play a few days. Watch and see. That fool in there, yeah, Nyatwan talking. Your boss man, the man who's will be your so-called godfather, because your original godfather who himself was a coward that was living on coward base, and they get rid of him. The one who's will be on Nyatwan, the one who's supposed to be your godfather, Jeremiah Kuhn, sit down there and say he bad ball for Joseph. Can you imagine? You vice president, you say you can't get to told Joseph Boakai bad. So, hey, Mr. Bad Boy, we don't want to get friend from you. Keep talking your bad and keep your face in front of them. We don't want to see your face in Nimba County. We don't want to hear from you. Catch you talking fully there and talking about you negotiating, you something wrong with you. So that why if I do the negotiation on behalf of the poor of Nimba, and whatever we get from there, we'll take the money to Lofa and we'll share it to our poor Lofa. We won't hear from the poor of Nimba County, they don't go sit down somewhere. Your leader, who is a bad boy, or where else will say? Where else will tell?
Why you my young man go anything before go to the line? Don't mind if they won't buy sweat. What you
want to tell us? We get bad ball. What you want to tell?
But maybe the problem, we know Unity Party, these people, they are the user party. They use you and they dump you. And the records are there. They use free Justin, they dumping. Where is John Molo today? Where is Cabinet Janet? And the list go on. These people were only used by Joseph Boakai, and he dumped them at the end of the day. So, do you think these people they get or trust in Jeremiah Kuhn, or Prince Johnson did everything and brought him to power. At the end of the day, he betrayed Prince Johnson. Even before Prince Johnson could die, 2 or 3 days, he said he no more member of MDR, he member of Unity Party. So if he can do that, do you think these people will trust him to say, oh yes, or we will support Jeremiah Kun 2029? And you know, Joseph Boakai, he good at keeping grudges. That statement Jeremiah Kun made, Joseph Boakai brain is running down. He's still getting in a heart, but he just there and he's going to pay. He comes 2029. So that thing, the question you were asking, Steve, to predate or why he think if they will support him 2029. For me, I see it happening. Those people, they just using him. They are already used and they get the presidency. And they will continue using him till 2029. And then, so he really need to start having a plan B. Why if they put his hand up, what he's going to do. But for me, in as much as he betrayed or the late Senator Johnson, I think Unity Party is going to have that confidence in him. So that's how I see that whole thing. Those people, they only use you to get what they want to get. And you know, Joseph Boakai can do anything to get what he wants. As he said, he was dancing with the devil. So he danced with the devil, he get the presidency. And for me, I'm really thinking maybe at his age, he was still protesting all around here to be president. But I'm not really sure 2029 if he will contest, because that's why he's building his presidential palace. And 2029, he stepped down, he go, he enjoy himself. That's why he's stealing all the money, because he know he won't be fit to come by 2029. So he will live the best of life. So Kun had to start putting a plan B together. But for me, I'm not sure that they are going to support he comes 2029. I'm not sure.
So further quickly before we go to the line, are you also sensing a huge maybe campaign activity? Because instead of the rescuers maybe discussing issue of national concern, issue of maybe the bread and butter issues, how to build the life of our people, they are always discussing political party, insulting. Even if you listen to the deputy minister from the Ministry of Information, nothing else he had to say besides those kind of talks, adjectives coming from him back to back, especially insulting oppositions, leaders, and so forth. Then also on the other end, where you have some government officials who also having their own time and they're having their own platform, also making mockery and insulting back to back. Are we into campaign period, or should the rescue government focus on delivering what they promised the Liberian people? You and Steve, maybe quickly before we go to the line.
Okay, let me just come in shortly. Maybe on that question there, for me, what I'm seeing, this is the result of giving a job to irresponsible people. Like as I said, I think day before yesterday, Liberian, when it comes to giving job, it is not about your qualification. Once I wore a blue t-shirt as edition, whether I'm qualified or not, I'm going to get the job. When you wore green t-shirt at Unity Party partisan, you will get the job. So this is why, because we expect the information minister, when they come to give a briefing, tell us the level of development the government has carried on, some of those agencies, some of those countries, what the government is doing. But instead of coming to be insulting political leaders and things, these people, they don't know what they are doing. But as I said, if I and you, Masari, are sitting in America doing nothing but play video game, and you bring me to come and work in your government, or things that you believe in, things that you like, that's what I'm going to do to satisfy you, to protect my job. So what do you expect from Jeremy Pia? Insulting political leaders, denigrating them. These are things Joseph Boakai like to see, and it suits him. So he will continue doing it, because these are things that pleases the president. But if you are giving people jobs based on qualification, until you will see this kind of thing happening, instead of being there to do the bread and butter issue, and you guys are there to be insulting all of the time. Going on as reloaded. Self-praise is not a good recommendation. Let the media praise you instead of you're going to sit down on the platform to be praising yourself. It makes no sense. That's just making mockery out of the Liberian people.
No more. I'll send you a short video play about Joseph. But any praise Asela Minta. Play that video. That liar. Corrupt old man. We'll put corrupt. He thought that he would get when he died. We'll put it on a grave. Corrupt president. We'll put it on a grave. corrupt old man, liar. Can you imagine? Somebody point to that one and say that your grandpa or your pa, but the only thing they know you as a liar, age, you 80 plus, you stay lying, criminally minded old man. We inside that 8 year with devil. In fact, we get you 24 years. You know the party, you don't take 12. That 24 we won't get you. We'll get you 24 years. But you're a year for the 24 years. Put that joker in that liar here. Put a line say, look at Auckland said, liar.
Rather than time I've seen the mining sectors, I have seen our resources exploited, and I have seen the lives of the people remaining the same or worse. For most of the areas where mining has taken place, they have become ghost cities. A lot of people there unemployed. Nobody has even cared to find out what should happen to those people who, because of mining, have been there. The mining sector is going to be within our very, very watch. We're going to know what is happening with our resources, what are the people getting for them, and what do we see after they are no longer there. To be very frank with you, the mining sector has been one of the most problems in this country. In my lifetime, I've seen the mining sectors. I have seen our resources exploited, and I have seen the lives of the people remaining the same or worse. For most of the areas where mining has taken place, they have become ghost cities. A lot of people there unemployed. Nobody has even cared to find out what should happen to those people who, because of mining, have been there. The mining sector is going to be within our very, very watch. We're going to know what is happening with our resources, what are the people getting for them, and what do we see after they are no longer there. To be very frank with you, the mining sector.
And yes, indeed, Steve. So that's it. To be very frank with you.
You're here the liar in chief.
And you control.
You're here the liar in chief. Giant Auckland are hanging a lie. Auckland put a lie. Look at that face. Liar. I age you a liar, corrupt like nothing. And other ones will sit and say, oh, you know the man, oh, don't call him liar, don't call him this, don't call him that. So hell with all of you who say that. I don't say. I don't
Steve quickly. I don't know what really happened to Liberians. So what here that is so happy for them to remain quiet and be pretending like all is well, but all is not well.
My man, all are very quiet, and I'm quiet. Many Liberians are not quiet. We are speaking, and we'll not stop. And you know what? Maybe starting from next week, I will start promoting that protest, the upcoming protest. I will start promoting it starting from next week. That liar must be held accountable. That criminally minded Joseph Boakai needs to be held accountable. That man who disrespects the Constitution every day, he must be held accountable. Nobody will. Joseph Boakai will not rest. If you know the party people think that will go sit down quietly and they think that they see
the resources of our land just in the hands of foreign people coming back to back, taking all of the country resources, and the government just sit by and do nothing. You want to come on the radio, maybe to media and just say anything that you want to say, just so that you can quench the chest of our people. That's just so terrible. How long will you continue to lie to our people? How long? Every time when new leaders come on, they lie to the Liberian people. Every time when new president come on, they lie to the Liberian people.
Yeah, that goes to the line. Folks, for those of you calling me 83%, if you can be calling Alexander coming 1%, we get 83% now. So let's bring me 83, corrupt 83%. Tomorrow, y'all will like it from me.
Keep a call coming 0770203125. Let me go to the line and take our first caller. Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. Let me say good evening to the many years that tuned to the podcast.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, everyone, this is David King, and I do join you from a Smith resident this evening. You see, maybe sometimes when I listen to the platform and other platform, I feel that only few platforms now in the country that Liberia has to advocate for us. But all of the other media houses, they are all pro-government media, and things that are happening here, those guys pretend I have to say they are not in Liberia or it is not affecting them. And I don't think we should be that way. Media cannot be bought by this government. The government brag about being the best government ever. But then they have come to power. All we see criminality every day, it multiplying from this other end to the other end. Joseph Boga has successfully been able to steal the Liberian resources. There's a man who tells you, say, all along in lifetime, he has seen the money set out to be something that was not good for the Liberian people. But this is the man that was telling with Aslam CEO praising him and took money for himself. Let me tell you something. Aslam Meta gave money to Joseph Boga. That he has say what they say. It is clear.
All right. All right. So this caller, good evening.
Okay, good morning. Hello.
Hello, go ahead quickly, my dear.
I'm Abby Johnson calling from Kibu District number 4.
Yeah, go ahead, Abby.
You see, the president when we talking, people get overlook it. The president is a criminal, as the people say. The president came to steal from the Liberian people. So he got nothing to offer but to try to put the people of Nimba, to make it to know that they not get sense. You know how you go to the place and people stopping, trying to express their dissatisfaction, then you say, what you see there, you never expect it. So the president, he mean well for the country. When we're talking, other people get vexed. As the protests are coming up, we'll be marching, we'll march our brother, our sister, our children, because this is about our life. This is about our survivability. The president needs to be checkmate. The president is a serious criminal.
All right. So this caller, good evening.
Yeah, Mabel.
Yes, go ahead, my dear.
How you doing, man? My name is Eddie P. calling from Chicken Factory.
Yeah, go ahead, Eddie.
What's up to your fatherless man? You know, sometimes I just say that I feel sorry for Liberia. And we continue to make mistakes. 18-year-old men can fool Liberian people to get in power. What do you expect from us? Nothing. We'll continue to suffer them and only enrich yourself on a daily basis. Look, if their people are happy and not attempt to run again, if you are going to run the country the way, you are not going to run the country the way, but he don't care. He don't care for anybody that just had a conference or the other message. He began in my country. And what are they doing? What are they doing, remember? I feel for us. So it is better for us to wake up as a Liberian. No, if you want to stay, stay. If you don't want to come, it left with you. We always PDP, we always suffer on a daily basis as we suffer in this country right now. It is better for us to start to find the corrupt and government. You can want to show your president people. Hey, your president people, who did the president government? How will you be president yourself? What is sense that in a day? You can party owner, you can want Chinese man party called Muadi, you party all around discussing something. That's that person that they're doing all in the country.
All right, thank you. To this caller, good evening. And there, good evening to Liberia. Wahala, how to talk.
My name is John. I call from Queensland. Sometimes I wonder, those of you conduct the show, the way you can do it. No matter what, I don't care how angry we may be with our leader. But to hear people using derogatory words on the leader and you don't checkmate them. So sometimes we wonder the orientation of some of you who on the show, especially you anchoring the show, to allow somebody to refer to the president in such manner and you don't checkmate the president.
The president is corrupt. Go sit down somewhere. The president is corrupt. We don't need you here. Go sit down somewhere. The president is corrupt. We call it corrupt. He's corrupt. He's a criminally minded man and he's incompetent.
Thank you. So this caller, good evening. Steve, don't worry, you respond to him. Steve, you're leaving. Hello.
No,
yeah, go ahead.
We need that too long.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, my
name is
Yeah, go ahead, my dear.
Yeah, I don't know what is happening in Liberia. I don't know what is going on. If this radio station can accept you kind of guys that in the US there, to start insulting our president or whatever, and you guys, in Liberia, allowing it to happen?
The president is corrupt and not insult. The president is corrupt and not insult. The president is inept. He's incompetent and not insult. We talk about
Hello. No, yesterday, you see, that's the kind of thing.
You go to where the city that you were corrupt, you were in.
Yesterday, they were clapping, but today,
you know the part of you some other content way.
It is indeed terrible.
So,
hello, good evening.
Hello.
Hello, go ahead.
Yeah, how are you,
I'm okay. Thank God. Go ahead, my dear.
Yeah, it is Kringa Royal David calling. Yeah, Mayborn, I listened to your guys on the youth. He gave you a tip to play, and the president is advocating for those people at the money side. Then he opened his mouth and speaking insult on the president.
The president is corrupt, brother.
And trying to make the Liberian people to be dignified again as Liberian.
The president is corrupt. The president lied. He said a whole lifetime he's seen the money sector suffer or whatever it is. Since he came to power, what have you done for the money sector?
All right, the same thing you want to talk about, but you accept you go in the same way. But anyway, that's it. Hello, today's caller. Good evening.
Thank you, Steve, on the shoulder is the son of the bitch.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you. Yeah, the member make accept. You the one I want to accept. Hello, Luis. Yeah, my dear, go ahead.
Steve has the right to discover. Steve went below the belt. You can't say ugly. He didn't say correct. Look at how he ugly. You can't look. You see, there's a democratic platform. We have our right. If I define what Steve is doing now, he needs to give the color chance. You have a lot of time to talk and let the color. I mean,
my man, I engage in the people. I will engage you too. Lead that story. I will engage you.
No, Steve, y'all hold on. Steve, y'all hold on. Let them finish.
Okay, well, we got the recording. We can play the recording. Go back to the recording. The program is recorded. So he went and said, "Look how he ugly." What is this?
But that's true. He's an ugly man. The president ugly a lot. Joseph Bagala farm man. Lead that story, man. Joseph Bagala ugly old man. I say, hey, a lot. I'm looking at the best.
Okay.
Tell me what I see. What you
tell
me what I see. Joseph Bagala doesn't look good in the face. He's an ugly old man. What you know about that? Lead that story, man.
1%.
Hold on 1 second. I gotta call him. I gotta call him. Joseph Bagala is not a good-looking man. He's an ugly old man. Bala. What are you talking somebody ugly like insult? The man ugly. Say it. Let's go here. Call what's your name? Where you calling from? No time.
Listen, man. Great show, guys. Let me say good evening to you and good evening to Mayborn and Leo there in the States. Fascinating show. This is Liberian County. You know, Steve, the problem with people that call that the entitlement syndrome of the United Party supporters and the partisans is mind-boggling. You guys have a president that used to sit on the platform and insult George Weah's mother, his wife, his entire generation. They insulted and President Biden laughed about it. What is it so freaking you guys here that you can't go into the merit of what Steve and others are talking about, but you say that the man insulting the president. But you insulted George Weah's mother and his dear mother for 6 years. And Biden is not on the podium. And I didn't see the outrage of condemnation for any of these so-called partisans that are calling here today. But see, look, to get to the point, the mining sector that Joseph Walker is talking about today, do you know that Lamco was established in 1965? Before 1960, there was hospitals and everything built in Lamco, Yekipa. Today, you have a company in Salamanca that came in that called back in 2004 and 5. Joseph Walker was vice president for 12 years. You have a 15 quarter. You should talk about those dilapidated buildings that were ordered for you to get rehabilitated for the workers there. And when you talk about it here, people come in with their feelings and tell that, oh yeah, we can do it, but others shouldn't do it.
Thank you.
It's the policy.
Thank you so much.
Tell me how to here.
Thank you.
It's just words are meant to be spoken. Am I correct?
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, Steve.
No, let me say this. Y'all sat on social media, y'all call Alexander Cummings, shot baby police, or whatever it is. That one not issue.
Even that deputy minister. The deputy minister, they control and stated that he said that.
Listen. Joseph Walker, everything about Joseph Walker is ugly spell in capital letters. He's an ugly old man. You all go to court. I will come to the court and prove that you ugly. That physical morphology low there, that good looking man. Or when you're calling Joseph, when you're calling Alexander Cummings and other people, baby police and gay, and they want, and I want.
The deputy minister say you follow the man dua. The man call the man dua.
No problem. There are ugly men, that ugly papi that he also was all you know. Joseph Boga is an ugly man. I say it. They'll prove me wrong now. He's not ugly, and the people will be discussing. That the ones will be discussing. Joseph Boga is an ugly man, and Jackie ugly, the high behavior ugly. And I have a lie. So what in that insult? That insult to say, so wait, let me ask you a question, baby. When you see something that ugly or somebody that ugly and you say it, that insult? Okay, that insult there, I agree, I insult there, no problem. But I would not say, he's an ugly man. I say it.
Still before we go, the president said he had no issue with all of these things. Let me just say this to those of you who want to kill yourself for Joseph. Let Joseph Boga children call on the show. I want for Joseph Boga's son, who I know very well, for him to call on the show. Let Joseph Boga children call. You said that you catch a feeling for somebody who don't even know you. I don't even know whether some of you can be listening, or you just want to talk just because you want to talk. What?
When we call John, we are incompetent and inept. Sedition were pissed off. So when you call Joseph Boga incompetent and inept and criminally minded, that insult, okay, no problem. I insulted Joseph Boga. What didn't run? You can't quote. I will continue to say Joseph Boga is an ugly old man. And Jack is ugly, high behavior, ugly, and how you can lie. And I truly ugly. And I lie on that one. Me, I will say the truth. Me, if Jack see me like that, I can say my thing. I can say the truth. I'm not a liar. I don't go behind how to lie. I don't go behind how to talk. That's why I don't gossip. I don't get secret. I don't do secret business. That ugly old man, I'm so saying ugly. I'm so saying ugly. I beg you, yeah. That ugly one that I hear will be afraid of saying ugly. Joseph Boga is ugly behavior. They're going to do nothing, United Party people. They're going to do nothing.
I know, Steve. Like the caller from the US just stated, we were here in this country where you have Prophet Key, you have Oneboyeka Koruba, you have so many people all on the internet, even some stations who are even carrying these things live, where you were insulted because you felt that in fact that you were angry because you wanted this position. If you were thinking that by the time Joseph Boga win, that means like we were going to be like US. How some of you, how you were thinking yesterday. Even to the extent that in fact that we're having rebels association to elect Joseph Boga. They were also threatening this country, insulting back to back. Where were some of you? You come here just because somebody just say one or two things, you come here, you want to get all your feelings. And
no, let me tell you something. Before July 20, we name all the ugly men in Labro. Joseph Boga, tap the list. We name the ugly people in Labro, the old and the young. We here. And we here. You ain't seen nothing here. You're messing with the wrong person. You ain't even know who you're messing with. You ain't know who you're messing with. You ain't know. We inside me, yo. Me and United Party people, we there. We're not even from inside. I say you want 24 years. Me and I get problem. I'm waiting for you to take 24 years. When you call other political leaders, you insult them, you disrespect them, you talk down to them to call to them Boga ugly their kids. Say I know that I can be your friend now when I come on the show. I will introduce him as Mr. Ugly.
The deputy minister, I think that was Tuesday or maybe Thursday or even Monday, they may say in fact there's another one do it.
That Mr. Ugly. That Mr. Ugly as well call Mr. Ugly. That Mr. Ugly as well be a friend to say Mr. Ugly. Joseph Boga is Mr. Ugly. I say the president of the Republic of Labrador is ugly.
So when they call Alexander Kumi Dwarf, how many Unity Party partisans came out to mock at the deputy information minister? So insult for other people, but not for
insult. No, man, we can't attribute calling out the truth to be. Let me ask you a question, Masale. When you see your fan get passing, you say that get fan, you insult that again?
No.
When you see ugly get passing, you say that get ugly, you insult that?
No, that's actually no.
So how can you attribute that to insult?
So if
Joseph Boga is ugly, in fact, do you know that Joseph Boga is shorter than Alexander Cummings? Do you know that?
Exactly.
Joseph Boga is short and ugly. That is story there, bro. Short, ugly, papi. Can you imagine you papi then you ugly? That problem is it.
And the problem, see how George Weah was insulted in that country, and none of them they were praising him. But now when you just describe who Joseph Boakai is, the thing they're supposed to call you call and tell us about Chantel or report the Kimo way, why you make about looking at our country and the government, they will not discuss this thing. Like Melbourne always say, when I will see Minister Chewe coming on social media to attack, when I will see government officials, but you people that eating crumbs for honor the people elbow, you the one wasting your time. Why that children and family are enjoying? What sense does that make? That being so crazy.
I don't understand. I know Joseph Boakai. I know when I saw very well. In fact, we even close. Why you not hear him talking, taking photo, even taking say no, my man doesn't know. But some of you sit down there, you acting like I don't know what kind of thing coming over you. Like if you want to kill yourself for other politicians. Wow. No, man. No, we gotta stop this, man. Look, some of you here, let me be friends with all here today. We will not allow people intimidating people. No way. Look, you can only do that to your political, to your politicians here and there, but we won't allow you intimidating us. The president, when we went for that dinner night, he said he had no issues with anything that people say on the radio or do. Because
why you get issues selling goes to me when we go to the court.
Can't tell people what to do.
Joseph Boakai got issue that according ugly will go to the court. I will ask the court if he's a good looking man. He's not a good looking man. He's an ugly old man. Saying it does not mean that I insult. I just identify him. It may even when you go to heaven, let him tell God next and let him man to look good in the face. He's an ugly man. Simple. And I'm not changing that because it's a fact. You know, change that one, they'll be afraid.
But the minister still on national platform call somebody I know political doer. You never even made a statement. You don't even or say anything.
Look, now you're wasting your time. I said Joseph Boakai is ugly, that how his behavior is ugly and how he can lie. Now what I said, ugly people most of the time can lie. So what does that mean? Joseph Boakai is an ugly man. Simple.
We gotta go, my young man. Yeah, people worshiping politicians. Why you gonna get into mischief is people just worshiping politicians for no reason.
Let them worship.
Eating good food.
You will take your time. You will take your time. You say yes.
Thank you. Benefits. And they can be putting someone to a picture up and laughing and saying ugly.
And they can be doing that. You take your time. You say yeah. You will say yeah. You discuss national issue that people are faced with in the country. They won't call to discuss it. But only when you call Joseph Boakai, that's the one. So those people, when they love the country.
Before we go, somebody asked me, say, you should tell God what? I say, well, Joseph Boakai go to heaven, you should tell God to not make him ugly again when he coming back. He is ugly. What in that? You say something to ugly, and it's not coming short. John, we are a criminal. The other person that day, when we say Joseph Boakai, that ugly man, you get there. Excuse me, Mr. Ugly. I will not call him President Boakai, I'll call him Mr. Ugly. Now we see what you'll do. Y'all go to court. Y'all wasting your time. Y'all go ask people who know me, my business and feeling. We Isami and your United Party people, Jamie and CDC used to hold it. Whoa. And the good thing about it, y'all can do nothing. That is the best part about it. Y'all can do nothing because I'm saying that true. If Joseph Boakai came in the court, I would just stay in front of the court. We ask the jury. Now we see if all the jury now agree with me that ugly, I will win the case. And when I finish winning, I sue him too. You see it? I sue him for being ugly. Now, hey, right there. That one ugly old man. You ugly, then you old. You know what I mean? Joseph Boakai is an ugly man. I say it. Y'all go to court. I'm waiting for you. Y'all go to court because I call the president ugly. Mr. Ugly President, the ugliest president I've ever had at Joseph Boakai. I will read it on my page. Oh, yes, I will. And y'all can do nothing. Y'all go report on Facebook. I will prove it. I will take a picture I send on Facebook. I say, y'all tell me they got ugly. Come and tell me what they to call him ugly. And you're calling other post short. You're calling someone to ugly. Yeah, they can get recorded. You ready? I'll go find something to do, man. I will engage y'all when you come on the show. United Party people. Anyone on your call on the show, you're calling your class reloaded. Where you get Dylan and that all liar.
One of our men has been accused. Louis, I know Pony, or what people are now accusing you that in fact that you are United Party.
You don't man, man. You think I get telling you the ledger is a joke. You even know me. I feel really long time. Look, I read that Louis, I know Louis Pony man or whatever it is. I read that man long time. All of them are United Party people. That all of them beyond Auckland people. That the Auckland Association. I say all the United Party people in the Auckland Association. The in an Auckland Association. All of them. I don't want to the old man low. You owe in Auckland, you know what I mean? That double trouble. Joseph Barra is an Auckland man. And he corrupt in act. He's criminally minded. I say it. And that's true. He has proven it over and over. But the Nimba County is sweet for you. Hey, bro, ugly man, be over here. Can you tell me the police never too long? You know what I mean? For you to ugly man back? You hold ugly man back. Hey, behind it? I don't think you'll say. But folks, you're thinking maybe I got to run label.
Yeah, we got to go myself. I have so many things.
For Mr. Ugly. You tell Mr. Ugly say I'm saying ugly. The two people be afraid to talk to him and I'm talking today. The two I can talk. You see that the problem here about Labrador, most of them like gossip. They can be talking in and know the puppet too ugly, man. The puppet too ugly. Me, I force it out today. Yeah. I force it out. That ain't it. My man Masara, I'll see you, bro.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Enjoy the weekend, my man.
I'm chilling tonight. I will be chilling tonight. You're good there, man.
What? Yeah, Steve. But Ali, go ahead quickly before we go home, my dear.
Yeah, my man, thanks for the show. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe out there till we see Monday again. God bless America. God bless everyone. Thank you. And thanks to our listening audience and followers. Have a nice weekend. You all be safe and stay safe as always. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear brother. Thank you for always coming here, at least making sure that you talk to your people, talk about some of the ills in society and so forth. Thank you so much. And to our supporters, our listeners, our followers, indeed, let me be frank and say thank you to all of you, those of you always follow the show. You watch, even though we are not part of government team, but you always taking all of your time coming here to follow us all of the days, all of the time in the week and so forth. Thanks to you all, and to those of you who always follow us via the radio. Let me say thanks to all of you, no matter what. Liberia come first. Look, get room for democracy. Some of you who getting all into a feeling want to kill people, you want to get rid of people just because of politicians. You have to stop. These politicians, they don't know you. Don't waste your time and energy. If you are less busy, the best thing to do, find something to do. Go ride motorbike. Some of you, if you have nothing to do, go ride motorbike. Because these politicians, they don't care about you. They will use you. At the end of the day, BBC will come and carry you on the news. People carry you in the news. That's it. How many of these people that hear their children calling one day on the radio? How many of them? When last? But some of you don't even think beyond, you don't even go back into your closet and say, no, let me hold break. Even though I had issue with it, maybe with the way they put it sounding. But let me hold break a little bit. Where these people, where they are children, because somebody can call, oh, Aliu, you can't protest. Now go call the president too. Then I can't do with our children now. Then I'll be calling on the radio, on the people shows. You are the one calling. You see how in fact, you see you're confusing yourself. Every day Aliu can't down and can't protest, but Aliu will take your phone and calling. Yeah, man. What kind of people are we? I can't even understand, but again, my brother.
Yeah, that's the problem, Mabel. That's the problem. All the representatives, senators, ministers, directors, their children are now enjoying their staying in their swimming pool. When they finish, they go, they take any kind of food they want to eat. You who will say 1 week walking to a minister, director, senator, representative office to get $50, all your shoe laying jacket. You see, before you can get that $50, you the one coming to, you can't say that and ready thing. Things that are affecting the country when they talk, you people don't discuss it, but the moment they call yourself Wakani, when you vote for someone, that doesn't mean you should enslave yourself to that person. You enslave your mind, your conscience, your everything to that person that they can use you anyhow because you voted them, you supported them. What sense does that make? You see, if I voted for Mayborn and then Mayborn is doing something on the contrary, he will regret the second, the minute, the hour I supported him.
But support is not fault. The reason, let me just tell you something. Even the reason that you may have supported that person was because of good reason. I don't think that you support this, or maybe that you may have supported somebody because of bad reason. No. So when the party change, from good to bad, like the Senator Davis did not say on one of the interview, he said that when change, we are the one that change.
Exactly. You see, because
Liberian.
that the city Yeke Koluba was doing to the previous administration, and you people say, oh yes, he came to you, and now you people came and you continue to do times 10. You people are even worse than the previous administration. Yeke didn't change. You people are the one that changed. You see?
That's not because somebody need then your whole feelings, your everything, like in fact you want to even kill yourself. For one reason. What are you really benefiting from these people?
Maybe Liberia, we are not going anywhere as a nation. In as much we continue to praising politicians, even when they are dragging us into the mud, we are there to praising them. We are not going anywhere.
But yeah, my brother, I'm not working here for Musa Asambelete. But you can see the men name up and down here. And when I ever see me taking phone to be calling people here to be so the other people, but for what reason? For what?
If people want to defend, let HMN go defend him. Not you.
I'm saying this on the radio and they're listening. Honorable Musa Asambelete, maybe he may even be listening. When last you hear some of us taking phones, calling people, insulting other people on behalf of Honorable Musa Asambelete? They tell you that this is something it can't get to us, but what we'll do? That's the politics, that's life. My brother, good idea, because I think the mistake, maybe they think that George Bush did by breaking plenty books. I think they got to bring enough because the country are saying so. Yes, you also they got to bring enough. Ali, school ought to be free of charge. Let me be frank. People, look, because I don't want to say some of our people.
When they brought this book to Liberia, at that time I was working with the Norwegian Refugee Council, NRC. Yes, we were carrying this book to various schools, opening libraries and things. Yes, because the illiteracy rate is high in the country, so people need to learn.
Yeah, I think it's there. I think it's there.
But just imagine we are the second lowest IQ country in the world. So that's why sometimes when I see some of these things, I just say, oh yes, that's our position. So that's how you see our people behaving in such a form and manner. Yes, we are the second lowest IQ country in the world.
I saw one other post about one of them person threatening that, oh, if I get gone, I won't see. If some kind of post that I want to even go to that. These are kind of posts that what you want to be doing. That when you get gone, you want gun down somebody just because the president gave you job. Because you were rescued yesterday. So the president gave you job. So you want gun down them. What kind of country are we? Look, we need Bogo. I mean, for those of you, politicians, you better bring more books for our people and open free school. Let school be free. Let me be frank. This issue of, because if the schools are free and people, in fact, they are up to standard, people will be able to, I need to think. Well, the way it looks right now, let me be frank. Politics, politicians are brainwashed our people, Aliu. Until now, when you even talking for their own good, they won't kill you.
Yes,
so one thing that we talk here now that makes it more you first. What thing we say here now that making you first? That's what I really want to know.
Yeah, you called yourself back.
You don't know that US rate is 200? Motorcycle insulting you back to back every day you working, you can't even take pay. What thing here that making you first?
When you can't hear, you call yourself Wakani. That if you just sit on the radio from start to end, you call yourself Wakani, nobody will get vex for you. That's the problem. Don't just call his name.
All right, but we will do. Every day we come here, we will do because it's our leader. Until when we care about George Weah, that they the one. In fact, they are the one that have been promoting George Weah. That's one thing. You go on class reloaded, for example, instead of you discussing government issues, things that are affecting our people. You go take one day content that the content creators they make with cow and from one person we are dancing, you post it on your show, you see it's showing it. Serious. Look, you bring books. Sure, look, they gotta bring more books for because maybe I should waste my time. Why that kind of thing? Like, are you kidding me?
But why they can't carry the one then the content creator they can make about Joseph Bakai dancing too? Why they can't carry that one? You see Joseph Bakai, you can call over or Prophet King and dancing. Why they can't carry that one? Those people they are not thinking about government. All their mind is on 2029 election. All they are thinking is on CBC. This is why you see the country is why it is, because they are not focusing on what they were elected to do. They are only focusing on George Weah in 2029. That's their only focusing point.
Camping every day of their life. They're campaigning.
That's all.
How to be combative.
They are not thinking what to do that will make Liberian people to say, no, we can't bring George Weah back. But they continue doing things that will encourage Liberian people to say, no, George Weah need to come back. They're promoting the man. That's all they're doing. And I don't get problem with that. That's a good strategy they are playing. That's cool. It's fine for sedition. We like it.
All right, brother. Thank you. Good night. Good night to all of you people. Those of you who get your feeling, just drink water and chill. All will be well. Don't worry yourself about life. That Liberian higher look. Yeah, those one are supposed to get rich, they will get rich and they will use you. They play on you and myself, then they get rich. Then we continue to live in poverty. You sleep on darkness, mosquitoes, and so on. You and then you'll be sinking and dancing. You know they love you. Oh God.